This is how I turned an ordinary scene into a cinematic one. I was sitting in my garden and I looked at the table. I put the book there because I was reading it. I looked at the table and I thought this could be something really nice, because when I placed my book on the table, it felt already something that I wanted to capture. It was something that I felt. I got my camera and I started putting everything in place. When I put everything on the table, it was very messy, so it was all over the place. Then you have to look for the right angle. You have to look for the right light. So I played around with the light, with the angles. I put the fire going on in the back, which was really nice. So I really loved that. So instead of trying to capture everything, I started looking for the part that made me feel something. I moved around, get closer, and try different angles until the atmosphere I was looking for was there. Because cinematic photography is not about adding more, it's mostly about what you don't show. What you don't show is sometimes even more important than what you show. Because if you look at the picture before, it was very messy. I decided to cut out a lot of things. So I zoomed in on a very small angle of the whole scene. And this is where it gets interesting, because I don't show a lot in my final results, but the feeling you get and the things you see is something that you recognize. You can recognize the fire in the back, you can recognize the book, you can recognize a table. It's a cozy atmosphere, and that's something makes you feel something. You wanna sit there, you wanna read that book, you wanna grab your blanket and go sit there and read the book. You know, it's something that makes you feel something. That's something I'm always aiming for, that you feel something with the picture, and that's very important with cinematic photography. It's also what I really love about photography in general, of course, but especially with cinematic photography, because I want to make a picture that feels like a film still, so something that you could take out of a film. And then in the edit I will strengthen what was already there. When you have a picture with high contrast, so light and darkness, I always in the edit make sure it will pop up even more. I will turn on the highlights a little bit more, turn down the shadows a little bit more, so you get a very contrasty picture. And that's what I really love. Cinematic photography makes you feel a picture differently. It just does.